Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is Daily Digest with Jimi Disu.
I wish the music could play just a bit more. Once again, thank you, Heavy Wind, for that, for the nice bed and intro. You're welcome to Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, brought to you by MTN. And of course, you know, you're tuned to your favorite station, Nigeria Info 99.3. Right, you know, on Daily Digest, there's usually one topic and one guest. Sometimes I just do a slow run, but today I have with me somebody I've known almost all my life, Prince Bamba Ademiluyi. Prince Bamba Ademiluyi is the president, I need to get that right now, of the
Nigeria-Ghana Business Council.
Nigeria-Ghana Business Council. And we are going to discuss the plight of Nigerians and Nigeria in this, what Oba Hiagma will call in this saga Higi Haga that we have going on. I've been having different discussions with Bambo on this, so I think it's time to bring you to light. Bambo, how are you doing?
I'm very well.
Very well. Okay, yes, good to see you.
Yep.
This thing that is Bambo is a prince, by the way. His grandfather was the Oni of Ife some years back. So anything I see on him, I want to know if this thing on your hand, if he has any implications before I launch the first salvo.
Be very careful. I know you carry something in your left pocket.
But this one is on your right hand. So
this is superior.
It is superior. Talking about Ife, though, and
right.
Ife's son is going through some turmoil. I wonder if there might be a need for you. You've become, and all of us have become elders now. Once you're 60 plus, you're an elder.
That's right.
If you might have to wade in to save this gentleman from further embarrassment.
Well, I really don't know why. He made a gaffe. He made a mistake, a big one, and he has apologized.
Yes.
His apology, I think,
should suffer.
Important.
Okay.
It is not easy to apologize, I tell you, and not easy to apologize publicly the way he did.
But
I think we should just give that to him.
Yeah, but then the other things that follow frightens one. But I think that you might just want to be diplomatic and wouldn't want to be bothered without. If he's a full-blown adult, so he can take
exactly, and he's a politician. Sometimes these things may be planned. You don't know. Politicians are very, very. Look, they want attention. They want to be talked about. So
don't let's oblige them.
The good thing about it is that he's apologized, and I think concerning all that
issue,
Grigo, what did you call it?
Higiaga.
I think we just let it go and put it behind us.
I could see from your reaction. By the way, we're on YouTube. Okay,
that's right.
If you actually want to see what's going on, we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook Live. Okay, so don't forget that on YouTube. And the number is 0700 993 993 993. Did I get that right? Yeah, 0700 993 at the appropriate time. Let's talk about why you're here and leave the politicians. Yeah. Like you rightly said, they can take care of themselves. We're here mainly to discuss the plight of Nigerians that Nigerians are facing in Ghana.
That's
now,
right.
You're the president of the Nigeria-Ghana Business Council.
Yep.
Let's start from there. What is the Business Council was set up by who? Nigerians or Ghanaians?
Well, it was actually an idea that came from His Excellency Ambassador Oluseyi Anofokon.
Sacramento.
Your friend.
I haven't seen him since 75.
Well, he's living a quiet life in pension.
That is true. He was once the ambassador to...
He was the ambassador.
Sacramento.
And we had a business.
Okay.
We had a business in Ghana just before, about a year or two before he became ambassador. And he approached us at Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industries.
Okay.
to support his tenure in Ghana, because he had a mandate to improve the business relationship between the two countries.
To improve. So there was a problem as far back then,
There was. All these problems started way back from 2007, 2008. And he became ambassador, high commissioner in 2012. He assumed duty, I think, June 2012. And before then, he came to the chambers, and we then decided that we were going to form a Nigeria-Ghana Business Council, because there had never been any formal business relationship between Nigeria and Ghana before then.
Did you have equal Nigerians and Ghanaians on the board of the council?
What happened then was that when we formed ourselves up in Nigeria, he assumed office in Ghana, met a group of businessmen, and with us prompting them, they formed Ghana Nigeria Business Council.
Oh my God.
So we operate like bilateral, a bilateral relationship between ourselves. They take care of Ghanaian businesses out there, and Nigerian businesses in Ghana. We take care of Ghanaian businesses here. And we promote Nigerians to want to do business there.
Aren't we just being polite? If you couldn't have a Nigeria Business Council or Ghana Nigeria Business one across the board, then from then it should have occurred to everybody that these people might not be that much interested in unison.
Well, unfortunately, no. The Ghana Nigeria Business Council,
yes,
very enthusiastic. We have very distinguished businessmen there.
Ghanaian businessmen.
Ghanaian.
And they do business in Nigeria?
A number of them do business here in Nigeria. In actual fact, there's one of the companies that is just coming to Nigeria into real estate. They're doing very well. They want to do more. They are decent people. Honestly, I think the organized private sector between the two countries are working fairly well together.
Organized
private sector. Because if you want to look at the number of companies in Nigerian companies that are thriving in Ghana, there are a lot of them. Banks, we have about 6-7 banks.
Nigerian banks
in Ghana. And without mincing words, I think they are the most dynamic banks operating in Ghana. They are in every nook and cranny.
And they don't have this problem?
They don't.
You're sure of that?
They don't. The only problem that they may have, I don't think they have any problem.
I mean, there was a
time Glo had a problem when they were trying to introduce Glo into Ghana, but it was eventually resolved. Dangote had a problem also. There was some issue about his cement, Dangote cement, this, that, and that. But again, it was resolved in favor of Dangote. It was resolved. So you see, the Ghanaians they have some rules which are not so friendly.
They're not so investment friendly.
They're not so investment.
Or do you think that they're targeted? Because now you mentioned, for example, Nigerian banks. There are about 6 or 7.
That's right.
How many Ghanaian banks do you have here?
I don't know of any.
So there's an imbalance there.
There's an imbalance.
Which of their own Dangotes do you have here?
I don't know of any conglomerate in Ghana that is here in Nigeria.
What about telecoms?
None. You see, but you must realize that Ghana's economy is much smaller than Nigeria's.
Well, yeah, I mean,
so you cannot be saying because there's a Dangote there must be a Ghanaian Dangote.
I did not say that. I did not say that.
It cannot work like that. It doesn't work.
I never said that.
That's right.
What I was trying to build up is I always deal with reality. I don't deal with what should be. So since you have that imbalance, which is nobody's fault, really, because it's a function of size and whatever.
Exactly.
So some level of intimidation would have come into play. It's just natural.
There's no reason for anybody to be intimidated.
There is every reason. No, wait now. Calm down.
I'm not. I'm not.
No, when I said calm down, don't worry. It's the way that I'm just I'm building up something.
Yeah.
You see, whether you like it or not, the poor man always feels, he always feels intimidated by the rich man. That imbalance alone, it's nobody's fault. Because the question is, unless somebody tells me that, the Ghanaians tried to do so likewise in Nigeria and they got stuck, then we would have a problem.
There is no Ghanaian company that comes into Nigeria
That's what I'm saying.
and doesn't settle well.
Well,
look at Alomo, for instance. Alomo took Nigeria over completely. Everybody knew about Alomo. It's a Ghanaian product. They came in, they got NAFDAC approval, and they start. In fact, at a point they were trying to build a factory here.
Have they built the factory?
They have not. I don't know why. I'm not on their board, but they were talking seriously about building a factory here. There are quite a number of Ghanaian companies here.
Okay, so what is the point of contention? Let me have a bit of your own perspective as to what has brought about this crisis.
The main problem about this crisis is the GIPC Act that requires that foreigners who want to register to do business in Ghana must have foreign direct investment in Ghana of at least $1 million. It was $300,000. $1 million US dollars. It used to be $300,000, but I think about 3-4 years ago, it was moved to 1 million. About 3 years ago, it was moved to 1 million from 300,000. And you had to have that kind of money brought into Ghana. Not that you are paying it to government. No. You have to move it into Ghana to do business with, to be able to get proper registration.
In Naira, that is about how much now?
$1 million US is about 400 million.
That's about
Naira.
400 million Naira.
That's right.
So what it means is that the Ghanaians want to protect their small-scale businesses.
That's it. Simple.
Now, does that sound valid to you?
It doesn't, because
don't they have a right to protect their own people?
They have a right to protect their people. Yes, I do agree with that. But you see, there's also the issue of a treaty which they had put their hands into long before then.
Which dictates that what?
Which dictates that all indigenes of the Ecowas countries must have right of abode, right of establishment, right of movement, free movement across the sub-region. That happens here.
So what you're saying
is
that laws that affect foreigners should not affect Ecowas citizens.
At all, it shouldn't.
What obtains in Nigeria here?
Nigeria does not discriminate against any Ecowas country in Nigeria. Ghanaians come here, Ivorians, close to my house, there are these Senegalese, they are just there. They are very organized. They do tie and dye, batik, they sew all these boo-boos and all that. You have Gambians, you have...
How come you know those who sew boo-boos? You don't wear boo-boos, do you?
My wife does.
Yeah.
You know, your sister.
My sister,
she's always...
she'll be laughing at them, right?
Oh, yes. she knows all these people, and she tells me, my Gambian friend, don't you know that my Sierra Leonean or Senegalese friend? There are so many other ECOWAS people in Nigeria. They are not being harassed. They are doing their business. They come in, they open a bank account the next day.
Now, have you ever lived in Ghana?
Not lived in Ghana, but I've stayed long periods.
Long periods running a business there?
Sure.
Okay, now what was the experience amongst the people?
Amongst the people, I don't know whether because it is me. Frankly, honestly, I only had an issue once. And funny enough, it was at an environment where I shouldn't have an issue, at the golf course.
Oh, okay. So,
playing golf.
So that's an isolated case.
It's an isolated case.
But
I've
aside
never,
from that,
even
doing business,
operating in Takoradi, which is not even Accra, and even going as deep into the villages like Pumpuni, where our site is, I don't have honestly, when they say it's Nigerian, they say, Nigerian. I really don't have a problem, honestly. And I think majority of Nigerians don't have a problem. The problem actually is this traders issue. That is where the problem is.
What is the traders issue?
Where the Ghanaian traders are not comfortable with the stiff competition they are getting from the Nigerian traders.
Do you think they have a right to protect themselves?
To some extent, yes.
So, you see, because there's a lot of work going on at the diplomatic level.
That's right.
But I'm more concerned with the lives of. I don't want any life lost.
That's right.
During
that was exactly my view.
Yes.
When I was asked, I said, please don't fight back, don't lose lives over this.
Do you think, given the circumstance, it's time for Nigerians to start heading back? Those who might feel threatened by this.
Those who feel threatened can come back. Why not?
Do you think that there could actually be some uprising? Because you're talking about business at the lower level.
Yeah.
And of course, at the level at which, Nigerians are there selling computers, selling phones, doing small-scale businesses. They are not going to have access. They're not likely to have access to the kind of money that they're being asked to. So what do you think should happen to them?
Frankly, we've taken this up several times with the Ghanaian authorities. We've had, in 2015, we had 2 fora. The first one in Accra, hosted by Ambassador Seyi Onofokun, and then the second one in Nigeria. And at both fora, we had 2 different ministers of Ghana. And we took up all these issues. And they don't doubt the fact that Nigerians are not being treated well. They don't doubt it. The only thing they keep saying is, but it is our law. But why make such a law that is going to make your brother? And you see, the funny thing, like I said to the minister the other day, you say Nigeria is our big brother, we cannot afford to go.
That's diplomacy.
You cane your big brother like mad every day.
That's diplomacy.
So
Well, this is. You see, I have a very practical disposition to these things.
Yeah.
The truth, this is what I think. I won't have an argument because it's what I think, because I don't know. But what I think is that there could be this fear that if care is not taken, the Nigerians could overrun them in the small-scale business. And certainly they want to protect their citizens.
Yes, they can do that.
We did something similar. You remember, in '82, when I was working in the Punch back then with your cousin.
That's right.
Yeah. In fact, I remember I was driving to where we normally would eat and whatever, and we saw loads of trailers. We packed them in lock, stock, and barrel. That day we counted about 40 trailers and moved them across the border. Does that incident come up in any discussion you have with them? That you did the same to us likewise years back?
Well,
ironically, Bambo, it was Buhari that was in government then.
I know, that was it. So, well, frankly, it rarely comes up, but of course, it's in the background of their minds. It's in the background of their minds. But I think time has healed a lot of that because they came out of it better. When they went back, Rawlings was able to host everybody properly, took care of them, and a lot of them that went back really were better for it.
They were better for it.
They were better for it.
That I must say.
So that has really healed. But you see, it does not remove that perception issue of the image of the Nigerian, especially at the lower levels. It does not. And it is because they interact more closely. And they interact more closely and more frequently because they are buying and selling with each other, And
we had a caller calling sometime. I think it was sometime last week, and he complained. Well, he said that one of the problems was that the Nigerians were always undercutting them. If something was 10 cedis, Nigerians would sell it, gang up, sell it for 8, and knock them out of business.
That is business.
I guess so. Business is not a
Jimmy,
tea party.
It's not a tea party. That is business. So you have to sharpen up and know how to undercut the Nigerians too.
Which is what they're doing now, undercut by policy.
No, that is holding my hand back. You don't hold my hand back because you can do that.
You don't think that the Ghanaians have a right to protect their own people?
They have a right to protect their own people, but not against the principles of the spirit which they agreed to.
They can pull out of that agreement.
Then let them pull out of ECOWAS. That is the only solution that can make this justifiable. Let Ghana pull out of ECOWAS.
Or let us pull out of Ghana. Because
Yes.
we have to use some strong arm tactics.
Let me tell you, Ghana can never let Nigeria go.
You reckon?
Think of the investments, Nigerian investments in Ghana. Nigeria is the second largest FDI contributor to Ghana after China.
Yeah, sure of that.
Go check out.
So
Real estate, the
why,
banking industry.
So why have we been pussyfooting and not doing something concrete to protect our people then?
Well, in my own group, the Nigeria Ghana Business Council, it has always been of main concern to us. We've had several workshops engaging Ghanaian ministers, engaging the GIPC, the customs, the immigration. We've always had something that would bring this up all the time. But maybe our government needs to do a lot more.
Okay, let me ask you.
You
You said you had business investments in Ghana. Do you still have those investments there?
Oh, yes.
And things are working smoothly?
Well, real estate really is not...
No, when I mean working smoothly, I mean that you don't have any problem with the authorities or anything.
Not with the authorities, no.
Did you feel any attempt to make your startup easy or difficult in Ghana when
Our startup was only difficult along the lines of the money you had to move in.
Well, but you are the Prince of Ife.
I'm not the only owner of the company.
I know.
I'm just one of several
but
shareholders.
But even you alone, Baba.
Don't send the taxman after me. No, I'm just one. In fact, I'm one of the minutest shareholders in the company. So one of the major problems we had at that time was that we could not open a bank account until we had that money complete. And so even if we moved money into Ghana, it had to be administered by our partner, because he was the only person that could sign checks at that time.
He is a Ghanaian.
Ghanaian. Thank God we had a trustworthy and very, very intelligent and man of integrity as a partner. So we had no problems at all with him. In fact, many times he would advise against a lot of the things we were even trying to do. Say, no, let's do that too. Let's go like this and all that. So we had a partner that was honest and trustworthy. Many Nigerians fell into a lot of bad company in terms of having partners in Ghana.
Right.
Many corporate Nigerians even had that.
Right. Now, if our lines are going to be open now, so if you want to call in, it's 0700 993 993 993, and the Twitter handle is @NigeriaInfoFM. Okay, Nigeria, not Nigerian, Nigeria Info. But please tag @Jimi Disu so I can read it on this. These computers are a bit far away from where I am, so I can. Yes, I understand that. We are also on Facebook. We're on Facebook and we're on YouTube, so we can probably take some reactions from there too. It's the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. I have Prince Bamba Ademiluyi in the house. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll start with your calls and your comments. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Don't touch that dial. Daily Digest returns in a moment.
.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is Daily Digest with Jimi Disu.
Right, welcome back. Akomugbenga says that the Ghanaians also sent Nigerians packing in 1969. So balance the history. Why do we keep sending each other packing? But they haven't sent us packing yet now. But it's happening by implication. What they have said for now is don't operate the business unless you can meet the requirements. And that's so, but I also understand that the issue of the closed borders on the Nigerian side is also, a subject of contention. Can you broaden, give us an idea of what's going on there?
Well, if you look back, the Nigerian borders were closed in Benin Republic,
yes.
Nigeria, Benin,
yes.
and then up north, mainly because of import of food items like rice, frozen chicken, and other items, cars and all that, that were landing in Benin. In fact, if you go to Benin, I operated in Benin with Cargill Raleigh Brothers many years ago. The port in Benin is geared towards Nigeria. Yeah. That's the economy. So that was closed. However, that affected the movement of goods, of course, from Togo, from Ghana, Ivory Coast and all that, goods that used to come into Nigeria. And part of the complaint that we hear in Ghana is that, after all, Nigeria too closed their border. But I tell you, I won't call that an excuse for attacking Nigerians.
Because you're Nigerian, you won't call that an excuse.
The Nigeria had good reasons, gave notice and all that. However, listen.
They will say they have good reasons for protecting.
No, listen, please, listen.
Yes.
Despite the border closure,
yes,
Lagos Trade Fair happened in November.
Okay.
Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industries and Nigeria-Ghana Business Council got permission for all Ghana goods that were displayed at the trade fair to pass through the border. They passed through,
but that's a one-off.
And they went back. It's a one-off. But there's no reason why Ghana Ministry of Trade cannot organize for Ghanaian troops. Oh, just an arrangement. Every Tuesday, Ghanaian troops pass through in a convoy. And they have to be goods that are produced in Ghana. Ghana origin, Ecowas certified goods. There can be arrangements where they will pass through, but I'm sure they never approached the Ministry of Trade. We approached the customs, we approached immigration and all that. And we got the permission.
Well, Bambo,
Lagos Chambers got the permission.
I'd like to ask a straightforward question.
That's right.
Let's put all protocols aside. Straightforward question. Do these people love us?
I won't say.
Do they want us?
I won't say they love us, and I won't say they don't love us. You see,
you have to say one.
No. Let me use.
This is not the customary.
Let me use this Yoruba. Let me use this Yoruba adage. Okay, yes. This Yoruba proverb. It says, it's like, wọ́n ní kó jẹ olégungun ni, wọ́n ní kó tú dànù, ó ní ẹran díẹ̀ wà ńbẹ̀. It says, eat it. You complain that it's a bone.
Yes.
Spit it out. Oh, there's still some meat in it.
Yes.
That is the situation that Ghana is in now. They cannot spit out Nigeria, and they are finding it difficult to eat Nigeria, as it were.
Okay. We don't want anybody to eat us. Let me take this call. We don't want anybody to eat us. Hello, morning. Oh, I lost that one. Hello, morning.
Hello, Jimmy. Good morning, sir.
Morning. Who's calling?
You have Sosheb on the line.
Yes, sir. Please go on.
Yeah. Thank you very much for bringing that man in the studio. Sir, I highly appreciate your explanation. And what you told us, Jimmy, I think 2 days ago, that Ghanaians don't like Nigerians, that they should come back home. I was just worried. What are they coming back home for? And you believe that the Ghanaians don't like us? That is the reason that they should come back home. Please, let us just throw that away. The truth is that I have seen videos of our Nigerian businessmen showing their certificate that they are duly registered since 2007. And they cannot explain the reason. Even Ghanaians cannot pinpoint one particular thing why they are saying they should not do their business. I think if they are closing shops, there are people too who carry cows across West Africa. They should also be stopping that one so that somebody will react and do something about this issue.
Okay, thank you. Please remember when you do call in, you have a minute. Sir, what you just said is an endorsement of what I said. And I didn't say they don't like us. What I say is they don't want. There's a difference between wanting and liking. For whatever reasons, it appears, and I choose my words carefully. It appears these people don't want you. And you've endorsed what I said. They showed 2007 certificates, they still close the shop. That's telling you to go back home. And then if you say you come back home to what? That argument never holds water with me. When I have some friends in the diaspora going through these kind of problems, and I tell them, you better come back home. You usually tell me, come back home to what? Come back home. You want to die there? We are talking practicality here. If you are not wanted in any strange place, you have no choice. If you don't go back of your own free will, then you'll be bundled back. That's the way I look at it. So it's not anything. Hello? Hello? I missed that one. Hello? Hello?
Morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Hello? Hello? Please, when you call in, try as much as possible. 1, call from a very quiet place. 2, switch off your radio. Okay? You can't call and listen to yourself on radio at the same time. Can I get one more caller, please? Hello, morning.
Hello?
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
Oga Jimmy, good morning, sir.
Morning, Oga. How are you doing?
Yeah, this is Udoka Udeze.
Yes, Mr. Udeze. Hi.
You see, this issue of Ghana with Nigeria traders. In fact, how can they say that somebody must have 400 million, $1 million, that kind of money in Ghana? Not all the business men will have that kind of money. They are just using that strategy. Understand me? To take Nigeria out of Ghana. And I don't know I heard that Femi, the Speaker of the House, went to Ghana because of the issue, and we haven't heard anything about it.
Okay. Now, what the Speaker has, Honorable Gbaja, what he's gone to do there is to look for a diplomatic solution. And I believe he will come back with one. Because just like my guest said, at diplomatic level, nobody wants Nigerians don't want any problem with Ghana. Ghana doesn't want any problem with Nigeria. We have to learn to live peacefully amongst ourselves. But what I still stand by what I said. It is difficult for you to run a business in a hostile environment like that. And that's, the experience of what happened. I don't think people appreciate what a lot of our people lost in South Africa, in the last problem that we had there, which can still repeat itself. If an environment is toxic, you have to run for your dear life. At that point, you don't apply logic and yes, your rights in other people's land is limited. That's the reality. I'm talking reality here. I'm not in a court of law, or I'm not at the United Nations Security Council or whatever. But I have a very funny contribution here. It's from Charles Chidozie, and I want you to listen to this, my honorable prince. Charles Chidozie says that asking Nigerian businesses to do over there is what our own government here should be doing to China here. And he believes, for example, that we've opened our retail businesses, for example, to the Chinese. And what has that happened? That has denied a lot of Nigerians opportunity to compete. Do you think so?
Well, to a large extent, yes.
Uh-huh.
To a large extent, yes. And the reason why is that we have no pact with China, saying that you can come here and do whatever you like.
And we can also go there and do whatever we like.
But they don't allow us to do whatever we like. You saw the videos that came out where Nigerians were attacked in China. So yes, I agree with you that Nigeria can treat China that way, especially in the areas of retail and all these small businesses. We see Chinese women in Idumagbu and Idumota at one time selling clothes, that I think.
And they would always beat the Nigerians to it.
Exactly.
Do you believe in some measured protectionism for at least your own people? Do you believe in it?
Sure, yes.
Exactly.
To a large extent. But look, you can protect your people, right? But you must keep going back to that basic, that foundational issue of the spirit of Ecowas.
Is there any spirit? Is there any Ecowas?
Maybe it's dead.
Reality.
Maybe we should just let Ecowas go and let everybody fight for himself.
I think that this Ecowas
maybe it's
issue,
dead because
this Ecowas issue always.
I thought Ecowas, in fact, should have stepped into this decisively.
Is there an Ecowas, Bambo?
Well,
in reality,
there's Ecowas.
I think that there's some unspoken hostility between West African countries. There's a lot of instability anyway.
Of course, especially the Francophones against
the Anglophones. Yes.
But now we're now seeing Ghana and Nigeria that are both Anglophone antagonizing each other.
Well, so, the bottom line is economic and the restlessness of the people.
Period.
The economies are not doing well.
Yeah.
And therefore, sometimes you find
we shouldn't
the government...
we shouldn't take it out of each other.
The government in Ghana most likely might not be up to the task of providing what you would call a perfect environment for their people to operate. So they must look for excuses. I'm talking practical things now, Bambo. And one of the strategies of politicians of any extraction, black or white, whatever it is to always point fingers at the other person as being responsible. The Ghana economy has the same problems like we have. And therefore, Nigerians could become easy targets to say that, look, these are the people who are taking your jobs. Remember, we threw them out at a time when it was difficult for Nigerians to get jobs, but Ghanaians were taking up all the jobs. They were the teachers, they were the this, because, to be honest with you, we believed and perceived that they were better trained than we are. That's a subject for another day. And so we're going to have this being replicated. But one question I'd like to ask you. You've done business in Benin. You've done business in Ghana. And I know for a fact, at least I've known you now for close to 40 years, that you're well-traveled. Is there something in the way we also conduct ourselves in these other countries that brings this upon us?
For me, personally,
yes.
No. Because I never had a problem.
No, I said, is there a way we conduct ourselves?
The way the Nigerian conducts itself, yes.
I see.
Because we're a little bit aggressive, sometimes to the annoyance of our hosts. We are. I mean, and I've seen that also, even in Ghana. I've seen it in Ghana. And sometimes, you can't expect them not to react to some of these things. It is not, we will be lying, we will not be frank with ourselves if we say that all Nigerians in Ghana are well behaved. There are quite a number of Nigerians that are there that are not well behaved, that are involved with a lot of things that are not proper, So, and
do we have a tendency to defy and break rules like we do here? Because Nigeria is almost like a concrete jungle.
Yes, that happens. That happens. I mean, and when you do that in a place like Ghana, nobody spares you. In Ghana, when you are driving, you don't beat the light.
For example, okay.
You don't jump the queue. You don't change lanes. Even if your lane is 1 kilometer long and the other one is free, if you jump the lane, you'll be caught and the traffic men will hold you down.
So are some of our people constituting a nuisance there?
I would believe that some are, yes.
What about, sometimes again, Nigerians have this exclusivity that they can create. They can create protectionism amongst themselves
all
to the
nations,
exclusion.
All nations have that.
No, I'm talking about the citizens. Where, for example, do you have areas that are exclusively Nigerian? closely knit that Ghanaians cannot penetrate? Do you think the Ghanaians sometimes feel intimidated?
I'm not too
sure about that.
I've not moved around enough to have noticed any such places. There may be, but I'm not too sure.
Okay, so what is the way forward now?
Let me say, frankly, because I know that Ghana as a government will certainly not want Nigerian investment to leave Ghana.
But would they mind if they left the small scale businesses to the Ghanaians?
They won't mind. They would want that.
Ghanaians.
There's a law.
So Nigeria, can we bargain ourselves out of that? Can we approach them and make an exception for Nigerians?
We attempted that. And we were given a lot of hope, frankly. But government changes between 2012 and now. The government comes in, and then another minister comes in, and then we start again, and another minister comes in before we get any traction. So we've had to work with like 4 ministers between 2012 and now. So that has really slowed it down. But frankly, 2 of the ministers, don't let me mention their names, and they are still around, very much around. 2 of them actually said there's absolutely no reason why exceptions cannot be made, especially based on the Ecowas spirit.
Some people will tell you that Nigerians were actually the target for these laws, that they feel intimidated by the Nigerians.
Nigerians are more than any other country, nationals in the retail and trade business. That's why you imagine that they are the targets.
I'd like to ask again, is there any problem at the social interaction level?
At the level that I operate, I didn't.
No, we can't go. We are talking.
I can only know. I don't go to beer parlor.
That's why we can't.
I don't go to.
There's no greetings to be done. I think we'll need a younger person to ask. Because Bambo, I tell you this.
Yeah, because
it's significant as it sounds.
But even at that level,
yes,
Ghanaian women marry Nigerian men. Nigerian men marry Nigerian. No. So until they interact, they interact. I mean, I've seen.
Do you know what Ghanaian women are like?
What do you mean? How they like?
Like? I'm asking you now.
They are nice people.
They're nice people.
Yes,
you know that for a fact. Ghanaian women are nice.
Oh yes, I have quite a number of Ghanaian women friends.
Ha!
Sure.
Remember, somebody to see that. I can imagine Folake saying, "There goes Jimi Disu again."
Folake knows. You know, we've been to Ghana several times together.
I know.
Yeah. So she knows about
me. I'm always mysterious. Can we take? Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
Oh, my name is Jimi. Uncle Jimmy, this is very interesting program this morning.
Yes.
About the Ghanaian thing. The man you are talking, the man in the studio is a corporate man. He wouldn't know what is happening between ordinary Nigerians and ordinary Ghanaians. I've been in Ghana for almost about 10 years, since 2006, and I left 2017. And I worked with a communication company building their masts. So I traveled all the 10 regions in Ghana.
Yes.
The bottom line is that Ghanaians never liked Nigerians.
That was your experience?
That was my experience. I moved with them. I have friends with them. I go to their villages. If I start mentioning names now, the man there will be marveled that a lot of places I've been to. I know the countenance of every tribe in Ghana. The Tamale people, the western region, the eastern, and everybody, I know it. The bottom line is Ghana never liked Nigeria, even in their media.
Okay.
There's a lady in their media, Nana Aba Namwa. If he talks about Nigeria, you feel like owning your television. That is the way it is. Many of them like that. Many of the ministers like that. The Agagas. Maybe this man knows the Agaga is a member of the parliament. They speak nonsense about Nigerians. Felix Owusu is an NDC person. Speak nonsense of Nigerians. And even during the election, I know all these things are brought down to the elections. During the elections, they will always see Nigerians as a threat to them. And even in their businesses, I entered into the Ghanaians have an attitude, the attitude of being, very, very like Adasical. When you see they see a customer, they wouldn't attend to you very well. They attend to you as if they need your help.
So, sir, eventually, sir, because ordinarily you should have a minute, but what you're saying is quite interesting. I'd like to probe it a bit further. So, eventually, you had to excuse yourself from Ghana and come back home.
Eventually, no, actually, there was no work for me any longer. The MTN was not building mass again. And I even built branches for Zenith Bank. I built for UBA in Ghana, in Kumasi,
so
and in Kamani.
You came back with a lot of money. The taxman is listening to you.
I was just an ordinary quantity surveyor.
Because there's no ordinary quantity surveyor. I have a friend who's a quantity surveyor. I know what he has. But finally, because of your experience, what would you be telling Nigerians now? In practical terms?
In practical terms, just like you have just said, they don't like us. The best way we can do is to come back to our country and build our own country. And if we dare do that, Ghana will suffer for it because Nigeria is the one propelling the Ghanaian economy over there. Look at the Senate Bank. Look at SCB. Let me give you an instance. When SCB came to Ghana, when I wanted to register as a customer in a bank, they gave me stringent conditions. But when SCB came to Ghana, now UBA in Ghana, when they came to Ghana, they went to their village, to their market. You know, you are asking the guests whether there is a place dominated by Nigerians. Yes, their major market, Makola market in Ghana, was, in fact, 80% of the houses there were owned by Nigerians in the 60s. I'm telling you, Tudu, if you go to Tudu today, that is Lagos Park in Tudu, many businesses there were being propelled by Nigerians. Even in their local market, the Ghanaians buy products from Nigeria to sell in their market. So if Nigeria should live there now, they will suffer for it because there was a time they were locking up Nigerian shops in Ghana at Seku, Kwame Nkrumah Seku. Those people selling computer products and everything, they were shouting that they should open Nigerian shops there because they couldn't see anything to buy.
Okay, all right. Okay, sir. Maybe what we should do, maybe we should shakara them and withdraw tactically and let them beg us back. Do you think that could happen?
I think the gentleman that spoke is right in many, many ways. He's right in many ways. Frankly, I have not interacted so much at the level that he would have interacted. Yes. And so he would have a better opinion of the interaction of that level.
Social level.
Yes, he's also right in the area of the press. Because that's,
really?
Oh, yes. That's one of the issues we took up. I don't read papers so much, but the people who know brought it up, and it was a very, very strong issue.
So the press in Ghana is hostile to Nigeria?
Yes. They are hostile. The hostility of the press was one of the issues that we actually zeroed in at all our fora. You know, so that is true also. In terms of whether they like Nigerians or not, frankly, his assessment would be right because he interacted with them at that level. And that would be right to a large extent.
So my prince, your bottom line, your closing point would be what now? Let us take it one by one. Let's take it at government level. What can we achieve?
At government level, I think our government should be fighting.
Should we go in with a show of force or should we go in begging?
No, we shouldn't be begging. Our beg is totally
no, when I say begging, you understand what I mean. I don't mean begging. But should we go in with a show of force? Is there anything we can do to force them to the negotiating table to make sure that what you agree?
In diplomacy, I think there are tools that are used.
Yes.
I would leave that to the diplomatic people and the politicians. Yeah, but force or begging does not arise.
We shouldn't go from a point of weakness.
No, at all.
Okay,
because we're not in a position of weakness here.
On a personal level,
that's
because you'd have a lot of our people listening.
Yeah.
What do you think they should be doing now?
What we should be doing now is talk.
No. I'm talking of our Nigerian traders and so on and so forth. Is it going to be worth their while, with all this hostility around them, to remain in that country?
Frankly, if you cannot stake it, the best way is to get out.
I think the government
because at the end of it, even if the government gets Ghana government to slow down on the $1 million funding thing, there will still be issues of interpersonal relationships, perception,
which could be
perception issues between Nigeria and Ghana, would be difficult to overcome. And if you cannot take it, the best thing is to leave.
Thank you very much. On that note, that's where we have to end. Thank you very much, Prince Bamba Ademiluyi, the great Prince of Ife. I was hoping that as I was moving on in life, one day you'd make Oni, because I really did want to become a chief of Ife. I don't want to die with the title of Mr. And I would love my chieftaincy title to come from the source. But God, in his infinite mercies, has saved me from that. Because
don't worry.
I'll become a chief one day. I can assure you. But that's where we're going to end for today. I've been speaking to my good friend Prince Bamba Ademiluyi on the Ghana-Nigeria crisis. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Rhoda Odigbo coming back again. You remember Rhoda? She came to the discourse last Saturday, and I said she'll come tomorrow to educate us on a lot of us have run into some kind of money that dictates especially that we want to show off a little bit and send our kids abroad. She's going to look at all the sides of sending your kids abroad and then advise you at all levels, primary, secondary, and tertiary, what should form the criteria that will make you take a decision on where to take your child to next. Surely it shouldn't just be your ego that you should think of. Is it right for you to send your kids to school from Form 1? Where does your parenting come in? These are the issues we are going to be looking at tomorrow. And let me quickly tell you, the discourse comes up on Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. I got a call 2 weeks ago from my very good friend Moody. You all know him, the designer. And he's so worried that I said, Moody, what's the problem? He said a lot of youths call themselves entrepreneurs, but they don't know what that word means. That they need, I've listened to Moody's rise, what I would call, with due respect to him, from rags to riches. Patience, focus. Moody went through a lot. He's told his story once. He's going to come and tell that story again on Saturday so that our young people can understand what it is to become an entrepreneur. You don't become an entrepreneur by word of mouth. These days, you ask anybody, what do you do? He says, I'm an entrepreneur. No. It doesn't work that way. It's not just by mouth. So Moody is going to come and tell his story on Saturday. I'll just hand over the mic to him and he will talk for 1 hour. Don't worry, now I'll needle him a bit. But if you hear Moody's story, I tell you to keep a handkerchief nearby because it will move you. No matter how strong-hearted you are, it would move you. So you don't want to miss this, and you, especially for the young ones. Let me tell you, in case you don't know, you must have noticed, my primary concern, believe you me, is how to get our young people out of bondage. Some of you are driving fancy cars, you're living in fantastic houses, you don't know that you're in bondage. Those of us who have been through life know where these things might jolly well end. Okay? And that's why there's a premium on trying to make sure that we let our youth put the best foot forward. My dear Prince, I will escort you out of the studio because princes don't walk alone. Yes, so I will be the one to escort you. I want to take part of that prince anointing. You understand that maybe if I come, I believe in reincarnation. Maybe next time I come to this world, I will be a prince.
I think you qualify.
I qualify.
You have so many princes friends?
No, I have my family. The Oba Kitoye in the past, his mother was a Miss Disu.
That's right.
My relative.
That's right.
Yes. So, right. But I want a direct. I was thinking of running to Isolo under one Oba Disu that was there one time, but it didn't work. But thank you very much, Bambo. Let me see you at the studio. I'll be back tomorrow. Hold on for Collins. Collins is coming back anytime, any minute from now. He's coming on to do his show. And thank you, Philip. For once, I can see you. You're not hiding behind the pillar. What I'm going to do is I'll take the photograph of this pillar, put it on my Instagram so you can have an idea of how Philip hides behind the pillar when I'm on. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.